At the high school reunion, Damian Sterling arrived as the epitome of success, the billionaire CEO of Sterling Group, a possessive husband in waiting, with his stunning girlfriend on his arm. The obsessive alpha male exuded an aura of dark romance, his mafia boss undertones hidden beneath a tailored suit that screamed luxury lifestyle. He glanced across the table at Avery Sinclair, his ex, and the air thickened with unspoken revenge and jealousy. Avery felt the weight of his gaze, her hand instinctively covering the scar on her wrist, a remnant of past pain. The crowd buzzed with gossip, teasing about how if Avery hadn't let go, she'd be the little wife in this marriage of convenience, basking in the age-gap romance with this grumpy sunshine turned dominant force. Damian sat opposite, his arm around his girlfriend, his expression cool and detached. The past was irrelevant now, but the others stirred the pot, their eyes gleaming with schadenfreude. Avery forced a smile, acknowledging that their connection had long faded. She recalled the breakup 6 years ago, initiated by her, leaving Damian in the dust. Now he was the seer-turned talent, his wrist adorned with a watch worth a fortune, everyone fawning over him. In contrast, Avery had fallen far, burdened by debts from a past lover who ended up in jail, leaving her to shoulder the load. Whispers accused her of being gold-digging, of betting on the wrong horse and losing everything. In the midst of the mockery, Damian's deep, steady eyes remained fixed on Avery, silent and unyielding. She laughed awkwardly, deflecting without response. The door opened, and Damian's girlfriend returned, sensing the odd atmosphere. He shifted seamlessly, taking her hand gently, dismissing it as mere reminiscing. He settled back, his gaze locking on Avery once more, a faint smile revealing dimples. He had mentioned to his girlfriend how if Avery hadn't walked away, she'd be the one as Mrs. Sterling, the submissive in his dominant world. Eyes around the table lit up with malicious glee. Back when Avery's family was at its peak, she was the star, but jealousy lingered, fueling their current stone-throwing. Damian broke the tension with a voice that was cool and commanding, declaring the past irrelevant. The group caught on quickly. This obsessive alpha male, this mafia boss in disguise, didn't want the topic pursued. His girlfriend raised a toast to Avery, thanking her for letting go, and invited her to their upcoming wedding. Avery covered her scar again, murmuring congratulations. Later, on the phone with her best friend, Avery vented about the lack of explanation, but her friend raged on her behalf. The reunion ended early, and Avery stood in the cold wind, exhaling steam, wrapping her coat tighter. Her friend was shocked to hear about the girlfriend. Classmates departed in pairs, the streetlights casting a glow on the snow like shattered crystal. Her friend lamented the missed chance after years of effort, but Avery knew no one waited forever. Words unsaid back then only bred regret now. The wind stung her eyes, making them ache. She had given up, despite clawing out of the mud, hoping for a dignified reunion. But it was too late. The pre-Christmas chill dipped below freezing, taxis scarce. Avery waited, hands numbing, her phone showing a cue. Behind her, high heels clicked, accompanied by a woman's soft voice admiring the snow, urging Damian inside the car for warmth. His distinctive voice replied, promising to follow soon. The woman passed Avery, giving a meaningful glance before sliding into the nearby Maybach, her wrist flashing a bracelet. A family heirloom from the Sterlings, once on Avery's hand during their forced marriage-like bond. Returned after the split, it confirmed she wasn't just a girlfriend, but a fiancée. The crowd thinned, leaving only Avery and Damian in silence under the street lamp, their shadows overlapping. Her cab hadn't arrived. Damian stood behind her, wordless. Avery's mind drifted to the breakup night, Damian rushing to her, crashing his car en route. His friend called, tone hostile, questioning if she'd only come if he were dying. She urged care for him, noting his overseas opportunity, implying she'd wait, but she couldn't. His friend accused her of greed, of forgetting Damian's sacrifices. The call ended abruptly. She had abandoned him, so his hatred made sense. Damian pulled her from reverie, asking coldly about her debts. She insisted it was none of his business, but the cold air and earlier wine triggered a coughing fit, her throat burning, stomach churning. She bent over, clutching a lamppost, tears streaming. Damien watched impassively as a taxi pulled up. The driver confirmed her destination, a luxury enclave like Wanha Mansion, restricted access. She reached for the door, but Damien grabbed her arm, yanking her into his chest. He demanded to know why she was heading there. She pushed back, but he gripped her wrist, his heat searing through her. Stunned, she met his dark, unreadable face. The wind tousled her hair. She voiced his suspicion he thought her money came from unclean means, like so many others. He interrupted coldly, offering $50,000 a month, then $100,000 if needed. Shocked, she slapped him hard, the sound echoing. His fiancée gasped from afar, rushing out. Avery told him to live his life and keep his hands to himself, then fled in the cab. Back home, her friend poured hot water as Avery curled on the sofa, enduring stomach cramps. She sipped slowly, then rushed to vomit. Her friend patted her back, scolding her for drinking with a bad stomach. Avery gasped, wiping her mouth, staring at her reflection, lashes wet, hair damp on her forehead, face pale. Her friend grumbled from afar, questioning if years of love were worth it. Avery thought of Damien's fiancée, brighter and more vibrant than her now shattered self. Once, Avery had that spark, but a hard fall changed everything. Walking back to their rental with her friend after work at Wanha Mansion, Avery suddenly recalled Damien's friend's call. He offered a job if she was in trouble, then mentioned Damien's wedding next month to a good woman from a solid family. Avery assured no interference. He explained they just wanted Damien happy. Her friend teared up, calling them clueless. It didn't matter. Avery needed to stay a while, so she found a job nearby. The HR questioned her past depression, but she provided proof of recovery. Larger companies had rejected her. This small one hired her that night. She thought the reunion was their last tie, but 3 days later, Damien parachuted in as her boss, the billionaire CEO taking over. Her desk moved outside his office. She refused, but he dismissed it coldly, saying resignation went to HR. Furious, she accused him of firing her over a seat. He paused, finally looking up, offering choices. She recalled her friend's rent fight, forcing a smile and praising his nobility. He nodded slightly, thanking her, then ordered her out, demanding her chair face away. He didn't want to see her face. Days passed with minimal interaction. A week later, company team building. As the newbie, Avery drank too much under pressure. The manager joked about deducting pay, assuring safety among women. Amid cheers, she downed the last glass, collapsing unconscious. She woke in a bed, sunlight blinding, sheets slipping to reveal a soft bathrobe. Stunned, she emerged to the bright living room where Damien lounged, reading the morning paper in a matching robe. He glanced up, noting she was awake, breakfast ready on the table. Eat and rest more. Horror swept her. Her face paled as he casually set the paper down, tugging his collar to reveal ambiguous marks. Unfortunately, last night she had initiated. Thunderstruck, with no memory, she denied it. He produced a contract with her thumbprint. She'd be his mistress for $100,000 monthly. Impossible, she claimed. He chuckled, challenging her certainty. Under his earnest gaze, she faltered. He ignored her discomfort, pulling out a recorder of her drunken confessions, her filthy thoughts. She shuddered, plunged into ice, shame overwhelming. Hidden desires felt dirty. Exposed, they were criminal. Damien's brows lowered, emotions veiled. Suggesting he play it for his fiancée's family. She clenched fists, nails digging in, asking if this was revenge. He confirmed lightly she hadn't let him live well, so why should he? 2 choices: fulfill the contract or publicize the recording. The clock ticked, syncing with her heartbeat. Lips dry, she met his cold stare, daring him to expose it. She wouldn't be a third party. He stared seriously, smiling. Who did she think she was to choose? In the bathroom, her clothes lay messy, his hung neatly. The contrast stung. She sighed, changed, and left the hotel. Her friend called. Voice strained, they demanded $500,000, threatening to expose Avery's past, and withhold her mother's ashes and belongings. The sky was gray, sunless. To treat her illness, her friend had no savings. Avery's were meager. They tried advancing salary, borrowing. After hesitation, Avery dialed a number. It rang long before connecting. The doctor, busy, moved to quiet, asking if she needed help. She breathed deep, requesting 400,000. Her first borrow, burning with embarrassment. Chaos erupted there, an emergency surgery. She expected rejection, but he curtly asked for her card, promising transfer today, then hung up. The gray sky warmed slightly. That evening, the manager tapped her desk client dinner she must attend. Hours earlier, she'd advanced a month's pay. With borrowings and savings, she scraped 500,000. Entering the private room, she saw Damien's tall figure, effortlessly mingling under crystal chandeliers highlighting his sharp profile. The manager pushed her forward, all eyes turned. He introduced her as the VP's new hire. Laughter ensued. What newbie warranted the VP's personal touch? Attractive one. They sat, Avery beside Damien. The manager whispered to be sharp, block drinks. Subtle questions about her drinking ability. Manager assured she could, pushing a glass. She downed it, fiery liquid scorching her throat and stomach. Cheers rose, they pressed more. Damien diverted topics, claiming stomach issues, sipping none. The manager funneled it all to Avery. Overwhelmed, she fled to the bathroom, retching over the sink, hair soaking. After messaging her friend, strength gone, she slumped, panting. Footsteps approached steadily. The door opened. Damien's calm voice noted she couldn't hold up. Gathering energy, she stood shakily, brushing past, but he grabbed her arm, dragging her back. His hand on her nape, hot. She demanded release, throat raw. He pulled her to the mirror, lifting her chin, sneering, "Look at yourself. Going out like this invited predators." In the reflection, eyes watery, cheeks flushed, hair disheveled, collar open. Through the glass, his dark gaze roamed her body unchecked. She closed her eyes, trembling. Who could be more predatory than him? He chuckled, leaning to her ear, suggesting she return with him tonight. She rejected harshly. He sealed her lips ruthlessly, plundering her breath. Blood boiled under alcohol, like molten lava surging. Light blurred, tears like acid drops on her heart, agonizing. Sweat drenched her. She weakly resisted, dragged back to dark days, gazing despairingly at the vibrant world, an outsider. Silently pleading for release, she fell into abyss, crashing bottom. Pain registered dimly. Damien called her name, no longer hateful but panicked. She couldn't distinguish young him from now. She whispered she never wanted to see him again. The fever struck fiercely, body aching, huddled shivering under covers. Wind held outside. In delirium, she dreamed of passed on Damien's back, asking what if she died. He coaxed gently, just a fever, shot would fix it. Worrying about his living expenses, shots costly. He worked multiple jobs, silent. Placing her at the nurse station, squatting, "As long as you're safe, I'm fine." Bundled in his down jacket, she promised to repay when parents stopped fighting. He touched her hair tenderly, "Believe me, we'll be rich someday." But she hadn't stayed safe. The night Damien left for out-of-province competition, she opened her parents' bedroom, father shielding another woman. Her glamorous life crumbled. Intense quarrels, father fleeing, family debts mounting. One midnight, debt collectors invaded. Swaying lamp, men's excited shouts, skin's dull pain, disgusting touches, mother's heartbroken curses boiling in her mind. Scene fast-forwarded, mother forced to suicide in the tub. Her friend found Avery barely clothed, whisking her to distant South City. In rain, Avery curled in hospital corner, school uniform disheveled. Doctor diagnosed hereditary depression, asking for family. Friend worried. Boyfriend away at competition, notify him. Words mixed, jargon strong, suicidal tendencies, long treatment. Family prepare for prolonged battle. Her mental state couldn't support justice pursuit. Like stray dogs, they fled their hometown. Same day, Damien topped competition list, securing overseas slot. He called wind-roaring Avery, "I did it. 3 years, I'll marry you." She had closing iron gates, no way home. Choking back sobs, tears fell. Damien, we can't be together. He held breath. Why? She hesitated. His future bright, should she selfishly trap him in rainy South City? Beyond window, a girl wept through bars, boy's face numb, disgusted. She saw love vanish from eyes, despairing. Wind lifted hair, revealing neck bruises. Wiping tears. Damien, be well, we're done. Drip of 4, sunset through blinds like golden dust. She blinked, nightmare fading. Sitting up, a man on sofa peeled an apple deftly. Round, clean fruit emerged. Damien. He met her gaze, rose silently, rang bell. Doctor checked pupils, confirmed okay, advised him on nutrition, boost proteins. Damien nodded thanks. Door closed. He approached bed, offering apple. Think nothing, heal first. She refused, searching wardrobe, no phone, no clothes. He let her rummage. Barefoot on floor, sunlight through glass reflected her pale face. What do you want? He set apple down, wiped hands methodically. I want you. Sitting in light, black eyes unmasked, scorching. Shameful. She trembled, clutching hands. You can't treat me like this. He rose, 3 steps closing distance, towering, smoothing her hair. Why not? I have someone I like. Stop entangled. Really? No smile on his face. Cupping her face, leaning close, lips a centimeter away. She couldn't escape. He tilted head. She shuddered, closing eyes. He laughed coldly. You're lying. The private hospital nestled in suburbs, windows overlooking endless woods. Escape impossible, contact none. Attempts to beg doctors and nurses failed, they powerless. Damien visited daily, mostly evenings, dusty from day, speaking softly. She resisted intimacy. He didn't force. Lately, dreams of past plagued her. She used to chant Damien's name. You'll be rich. He sighed. What milk flavor today? Banana. For banana milk, top student. Damien skipped class first time, caught. In college, rumors with campus beauty. She took subways, cried under dorm. He rushed down midnight, wiping tears. Don't cry. I'm yours, always, only you. Not like that. Stunned, he hugged tight. I love you. They never imagined this years later. Tomorrow I marry. Sunset lingered warmly. His voice yanked her back. Anything to say? Holding half-drunk milk, she stared at his face, realizing frequent dreams were farewells to old selves. TV blared his and fiancée's news. Golden pair, heaven made. Once their dreamed future, now Avery, battle-scarred, unqualified. Congratulations, early heir. His peeling paused, knife-nicking finger, blood beating. He dabbed it, smiling. No matter. It's just a formality with her. Want a child? Fine by me. Can we end this? Suddenly exhausted, let's be dignified. He tossed items back, staring dead. Just like that? You started, ended casually like I'm a dog. She closed eyes, dispelling sun's glare. Then I'll give back, die. Chin seized, head wrenched. Meet his furious eyes. Sick. Want death so bad. Why not then? When he left, unclear. That night, his friend, old acquaintance, burst in. What did you promise? Assaulting questions dazed her. Know what canceling wedding costs, Damien? Adult now, stop whims like before, making him clean up. Think of him. What happened? He laughed angrily. Damien regrets wedding over you. Still ask? Ears rang, mind blank. He publicly jilted, painting her homewrecker. Friend dragged her from bed. Come. You were good at excuses then, new lover bored. Play that. Friend, it's him not letting go. Face cold. Finish this. I send you away. Late night office blazed lights. Friend hauled her in, press conference underway. Damien composed under spotlights. Reporter regret due to third party? He differences amicable split. Friend's face ashen, gripping her wrist. But insider says rekindled with ex-Damien calm rumors. If no more questions, ends here. Rising, someone shouted. There she is. Cameras swarmed. Exposed under lights, disheveled, stunned. Reporters surged, seconds later encircled. Questions bombarded. Relation to Damien? Inserted in marriage? Shutters clicked. Damien's smile froze, pushing through crowd toward her. I didn't. Her weak denials drowned in curiosity. More blasts. New scoop. Reporter yelled joyfully, playing phone. Her voice tearful. Drunk. Damien, I love you. Recorder dawned on her. Thought nothing worse possible. Storm destroyed her. Shameless mistress. Whispers slapped. Blood drained from face. Recording nailed her to shame. Sorry, take her away. Damien shoved through, panicked first time. Vision whitened. Reporter recited dad debts, mom suicide, severe hereditary depression, 5 years South City asylum. Not mental case? Waves crashed mental patient harming others? Sick, why not die? Damien halted, eyes lifting shock, disbelief. Helpless amid chaos, blood chilling to pain. Damien called her name, trembling. She knew what followed, awaiting guillotine. She was violated too. Anonymous tip's last word. Damien's face blanched ghostly. From Damien's perspective since that company day, he hadn't spoken. Blinds shut 3 days, light barred from dim room. Missed calls flooded phone, ignored. Time paused on him. Slumped, head down, silent. Recalled man's icy words, leaving everyone hoped for his fire. Mr. Sterling, iron-fisted, effortless ruin of efforts. Her friend barred by security. Screaming no, not taking meds triggers episodes? Locking her like murder. Depression, asylum. Terms like thorns ravaged his mind, yanking nerves. Friend knocked, cracked door, bro, better? Why? Voice hoarse, chest aching unbearably. Friend silent, sorry, thought no need to check, so data fake? Voice light when you said she switched boyfriends abroad. She was locked in South City asylum. Sorry bro, I didn't know. Explanation feeble. Not all friends' fault. If he'd probed, maybe different. No energy for rebuttals. Her friend shoved past secretary, harsh light squinting him. Didn't stop. Secretary apologized, sorry VP missed. Out. He ordered. Door masked, dim returned. Friend stood distant, avoiding taint. VP words now. Window cracked, bone-chilling wind. He sat motionless, listening quietly. Wrongdoing brings retribution, sooner or later. Last birthday, joked who she like most, first mom, second Damien. He closed eyes, words freezing to bone. Her illness just stabilized, 1 pill daily for normalcy. So this year, for mom's belongings brought her back. Friend teared, always said breakup undignified, wanted proper reunion. Even distant glimpse of his billionaire CEO self enough. Knew unworthy. Him unworthy? Hands clenched, glimpsing crushing truths. Competition slot prefixed. Her report demanded fairness, landing it on him. But offended many. Later, dad fled, she and mom harassed. Invisible hand choked him, pain breathless. Violated because that? Friend continued, you away weak at competition, no calls, so unaware chaos. Family fell, dad fled with mistress, debtors daily threatening lives. Aunt suicided, leaving her violated, triggering illness. Worst, eyes never left her. Cried let her die when you crashed. How could she go? Face ashen, eyes shut. Months' memories tormented, allowed manager intoxicate her. Sent to room, lured confessions, forged worthless contract for her agony. Repeated humiliations, locked in suburban hospital. Friend visited often, he refused. Asked if sick, why not die then? Her eyes hollowed, staring motionless, he mistook for lingering love.